Might as well take what we can.
Last sitting ducks out there. Move! It's up! Step one in the face! Quick try! Dead! My eye!
The outpost will not fall!
This fight may be the proudest one I've ever been in.
Think I'd see you again, Torres.
So glad you militia rats finally showed up. Put it from Dalton Bot.
Stand down, Private. What matters is they're here now. And who the hell do we have here? Another scientist?
Truthfully, they would still be pinned down if it weren't for that.
Well, I'll be.
been a long time since... Want to see what I'm Time to go? See if they've got any weapons or ammo.
Young is on the second floor, blocking the back entrance. Spacers have been the problem in the system since I was stationed here. For a long time, they just go after targets of... But every week there... When the Marines first landed, I thought that maybe... But quickly it became clear that they were here to help. I don't know if I'd have the courage or humanity of Captain Myung if the table. I'd like to think I would. Yes. Goodbye.
Huh. You don't got the look of a Marine. Is that? What, the explorers? I didn't know you... Captain Myung, UC Marines.
Veteran of the colony wars, the shield of Parduk Pass. Best damn Marine.
And that loudmouth is Private Psy. If she wasn't such a hell of a soldier, she'd be polishing latrines for the next decade. You've saved lives here, and that is something
Captain Myung. You're a legend. And you're here.
My reputation precedes me, eh? I'm in the business of saving civilian lives. I think...
If Mast found out, there could be a court-martial.
The captain and all her Marines. Well, we'd all be dead if it weren't for them.
You lot may be Freestar, but you're ground pounders first. I wasn't about to let you all die ignobly to those rabid You've got spirit. That's what we need. We've bought ourselves an old-fashioned stay of execution here. But the bastards are disorganized, undisciplined rabble. That means they can keep dropping reinforcements until they greatly outnumber us. Give me a few years and I'd make you a Marine to be feared.
I have a more immediate problem, Captain. If we don't act, the Spacers could take them out.
Damn it. What sort of leader would you be? But we need every trained soldier to fortify and get the defenses back online.
Mahoney said their last transmission indicated they were in trouble. If you could perhaps take your ship to the research camp and... They went dark not too long ago, so hopefully they are still survivors. Just go quickly and safely.
These militia rats. They're better than I thought they'd be. I will not lie, I wrestled with it. We listened to the distress calls for hours, and it gnawed. At a certain point, I just couldn't... All evil needs to triumph is... Since I've been here, I know what I did was right. Lieutenant Torres may be green, but he's a good man. His troops are brave, worthy of their uniform. Together, we have a fighting chance. If I get court-martialed over this whole boondoggle, at least I can look myself in the mirror at night. We operate a refueling depot. The brassback, as soon as we showed up, the Spacers went for easier targets. Torres is green, no two ways about it. There's heart. My guess is Torres has... True enough. To get out of this, the price.
I hope
Stay
the research
safe.
camp is all right. We haven't heard from them in hours. The camp has to be... Well, lucky for you and Myung. Don't think I don't realize that. Thank you. The camp has to be safe. Just go quickly.
Glad to know us Marines aren't the only ones crashing this party. This fight may be the proudest one I've ever been in.
Good day, Captain.
Let's get this crate into space.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony. space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Our scan detected contraband on board. Halt and prepare to be boarded. All illegal and stolen goods will be confiscated. I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Stand down and prepare for immediate transport to our vessel. Smart decision. Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir. I hope you're comfortable. Well, first, let me see what we're... Says here you spent some time as a diplomat. That isn't quite what we do around here, but I also see that you mined on Vector. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this... Good. You'll find that I'm a stickler for details. And now that we have that out of the way, my name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for you. UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. That convict is where you enter the picture. No, you don't. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can... Not for me. For you. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for you. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Like it. Of course you have a choice. So, what do you say? Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
All right, let's go. So, you took the op
Sidonia,
instead of
bye
serving
for
the
now.
time. Gonna be the commander's new role, huh?
Go on. You can always come back and chat
Treating a
later.
bunch of pirates.
Nobody here is going
Like
anywhere.
us. Still, it makes you wonder, especially the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship, and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? Pardon.
Yes. What? Commander Ikande is the heart and soul of UC SysDef. I'd follow him to the ends of the galaxy.
Go on. Wouldn't leave the commander waiting.
Let's keep it moving.
Yes?
Howdy.
Ikande's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you. It's like walking down the aisle. Nothing starts until you say the words. Just don't kiss the bride.
All right. This is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you.
Hello. I saw one of the ensigns get an Alpha Centauri from Officer Petrosian the other day. The man takes his job very seriously. Back in basic training, I had the record for fleet kills.
Excuse me. Yes. What?
Pardon. Sys-Def Marines are the best of the best.
Okay. Hello? Yes?
Excuse me.
Howdy. Sometimes we'll take the long-range fighters out for grav jump and patrol high-traffic orbitals for fleet.
We'll talk later, okay?
Hey. The Vigilance is our flagship. Where it goes, fleet run. Hello. Hey. Okay, hello. Wherever the Crimson Fleet go, we'll follow.
Yes. What?
Yes? Hello. Howdy. Pardon. Yes, what? Hey. You're on your own. Pardon.
Look at all of this. UC Sys-Def certainly isn't taking the Crimson Fleet threat lightly.
Excuse me. Don't fit this here. Talk later, okay?
Okay. Do what Commander Ikande says, and you'll go far. Yes?
Your priority right now is being briefed by Commander Akande. We'll talk later.
Can we try and focus on the matter at hand, please?
Okay. Hello?
Howdy. Pardon.
Hello. Yes, what?
Yes? Excuse me.
I'm gonna go down.
Oh, shit!
Yes, what?
Now's not the time. We'll
Howdy.
speak after you've been briefed by Commander Akande.
Pardon.
Yes? Hey.
Excuse me.
Okay, hello.
I'd like to brief you on the mission, so please, pay attention. Ah, there you are. Now that we've established your level of cooperation, this is the operations center of the... Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right... Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. Aurora is a Class A controlled substance that's illegal to... Get caught with this stuff aboard a ship, and you're looking at... That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain If I didn't have confidence in your abilities, we wouldn't... Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability... I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, as an undercover operative for UC SysDef, allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance. To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you'll do. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Top. Now, get out of here. That's easy to answer. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence and at the completion of your assignments, beyond that, all we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the... Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be... It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the... Do what you have to do, but remember... I'm not advocating violence. I mean, look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So if there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, use your instincts. Dismissed.
Hello. Cis-Def Marines are the best of the
fleet
best.
call us sharks. They know what happens when we see red.
Hello. Lieutenant Toft is as organized as they come. You can be sure she'll keep our T's crossed and guns loaded.
Conde's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
Hello.
Yes? Yes. What?
Hey.
Operations does good work. If any fleet are setting up outposts out there, it's only a matter of time before we take them down.
Conde's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
Howdy.
Get out of line and I'll put you down.
Excuse me.
Pardon.
All right, we don't have a lot of... While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, well, you better. Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on you. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes, hell, You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared... If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand. Then you'll understand why it's so important that this... Anyway, before I let you go, Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return. That's what I told Commander Akande. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with... That should do it. You're just... We'll be keeping them close at hand until this opera... If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you. Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the... Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that you care. It's just that I don't feel like... Let's just stick to the job at hand. But, don't worry, the container's been registered with... Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone... Well... I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Hello.
Captain, greetings.
We're ready to depart.
Anything I can help with?
Nice. Clean set there. Wonder where this will all lead. I'll only carry the good... Okay.
Hello, Captain.
What's good, Captain? It's a great day in the space lanes, huh? You can trust me with that. See you later. Hey, Captain. Need something I've got? I'll take that.
Farewell.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Anything I can help you with?
Hey, kind of breaking my concentration here.
And my mother wanted me to be a doctor. You'll be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
There's a bit more in the back if you're not seeing something. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks. And I can't take all the... If it weren't for him, I don't... Appreciate the business.
Hope life. Good to see you again. Lucky for you, that is... Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
Okay, hello.
Pleasant change of scenery.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete. You're cleared to land at Gagarin.
Landing struts primed. Red burst fire.
Good day, Captain.
Welcome to Gagarin. Your ship need fuel? Repairs? Need some work done? Looks to me like you've already in pretty...
Been a long time since I... Glad to haul whatever... Until later.
How can I be of service, Cap? I will handle. Let me know if I can be of assistance in the future.
Anything I need a hand with something? Ooh, man, that... I'll catch you later.
This old mining colony looks more rundown than Ebbside on Neon. And that's saying something.
Net construction is a dead industry, Chief Pretorius. Those jobs aren't coming back. But Reliant Medical, Arkmite, and Satori Mills are dedicated to Gagarin. We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication in return.
I'm not closing off the city every time you want to run a tour group through here.
Our investor visits are the key to making Gagarin a place that works again. A place where people want to live again.
People are living here just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have security work to get back to.
You're not on my calendar. Is this Arkmite related? I'm on Gagarin to make
I'm
money,
sorry,
not
but
friends.
if this isn't directly related to Reliant Medical business, you should really... Gagarin is a city on the rise. Cheap facility. Arkmite and Satori Mills are just learning what Reliant's known for years. Gagarin is a city... Arkmite and Satori Mills are just learning what... What's that like? Challenging. I work for Helena Strickland. I tied him really. Though she seems to forget it's not just her that's responsible for Reliant's successes. Though we've been having some courier troubles recently. I think there could be some credits in if you're interested. Speak to Helena. Who knows? Drink themselves to death? I honestly haven't. But if you aren't the seize the day type, I haven't heard about any waves of blindness striking the city's residents. So the drink... I better get back to it.
My time is Arkmite's time, and Arkmite's time is Arkmite? We're the galaxy's premier heavy equipment firm. Diggers, construction robotics, that sort of thing. And we're on Gagarin to take advantage of an opportunity. The city's old mech, but they're open again thanks to us. We've automated the old assembly lines and brought plenty of money to this. Oh, Chief Pretorius? She thinks Gagarin is just but Arkmite does. Thanks to our investment, the largest formerly shuttered mech plant in the city has been refurbished and is churning up. And we're sharing that vision of a revived Gagarin with others. We were only asking the chief to make sure the areas we'd planned to visit didn't have any. Unfortunately, some of the locals don't appreciate. Yes, what a loss for local character that a rotting factory has been made. But I understand it can be hard for some people to come to terms with. Oh, Chief Pretorius, but Arkmite. Thanks to our investment, the largest formerly. And we're sharing that vision of a revive. We were only asking the chief. Unfortunately, some of the local. Though, as you mentioned, it's not hard to understand. Even if it is. What gave it away? I was born in New Atlantis. But the business... Gagarin is gritty. Exciting. This has been lovely. Really.
We just learned about Earth in school. When I get my own ship, I'm going there. My mom said the other day she's going to ship me off to Neon. I think that's bad. We're not supposed to leave the canyon. Too dangerous.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you... except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore. So don't... Refurbished a lot of the pieces must... Gagarin. It was a military town until the end of the colony. Everyone always blabbers about Mars making the highest... But if you needed a system that wouldn't let you down in a pinch, you piloted a... But that all dried up when the mechs were banned with the armistice. Now, we've got the Arkmite, Centauri Mills. Claim they're here to revitalize the city. Plenty more competition for stores like mine, that's for sure. You see... During the war, I couldn't keep the shelves stocked. At first, because of all the demand. But later, because the Freestar Collective flotillas were so... But the biggest difference now? The quiet. Not just because most of the forges... It was the testing. Firms used to drive their prototype mechs out into the canyons, way beyond the city. But you could still hear the guns all the way from here. It was like, shoo. Good way to think about it. Hopefully I'll be around. Plenty more during the war. But the biggest difference now, it was the testing. It was like... Come back soon, eh?
Another busy day in Gagarin Landing.
Smells like the Centauri Mills plant is making a new test batch of something. Lost? The trick to the catwalks? Just keep turning right. You'll get where you're going, Bishop.
Sustained interruptions will lead to deactivation.
Chronicles of the Mech Riders. Oh, and that's just the beginning. Action, adventure. Ever since I left the military, I've been thinking of interviewing other mech pilots about what it was like to experience and what it's been like for us ex-pilots since mechs were...
That does sound terribly fascinating.
Well, in the bold future where the book's done and I don't have to track packages for a living anymore. Now, what can I do? Sailing across the settled systems, hunting down all these other parts. That's why I'm living in scenic Gagarin, and not, say, down... Of course, I don't exactly mind living in the same town where my mech was built either. But once I've got enough, I'm gone. The armistice that ended the colony war put plenty of new laws into place. But the two big ones were no more xeno-weapons. You'll get into trouble for even having mech components on your ship on most settled worlds. So those of us that made our living piloting them were left without, which is how I went from driving a 1,500 horsepower battle frame to working in a shipping warehouse. When folks lose a limb, some get ghost sensations. Well, imagine that across your... When you're strapped in long enough, you and your machine, what the machine can take and keep going. We'd even sleep in our mechs so we could deploy faster. And since they were a hell of a lot more comfortable than the cop, you spent your life cradled in the arms of a war machine. That's what it's like to pilot a mech. And that's... Later.
I remember watching shiny new mechs rolling onto ships in the port. It's been a long time since then. I have to break up one more fight at Lucy's shit I quit.
Does something smell off to you? I'm sure the quality sensors will catch it.
I hate it when the walkways creak.
But, are you sure these catwalks are safe?
Buzz off, all right?
Sometimes I heard this story about a kid who was walking and he fell through the catwalks.
Yuri Gagarin, one of the first to take the leap into space. Without him, we might not be standing here right now.
How can I be of service? My family's actually lived here since the place was first settled. Wasn't too long ago, this was a booming manufacturing town, churning out mechs for the UC. That all went down. Now we've got these outside firms buying up the old factories, bringing in new money. Honestly, I think we'll see this place get a real facelift in our lifetimes. Come back anytime.
Don't miss all the extra heat from the
You have not been authorized to direct this unit. Thank you for your understanding. Hello.
All right, let's get this crate into space.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. And we're done. Welcome to Mars.
Gear looks green, ready to land. Achieving orbit now. Setting down. Everything Landing initiated. Watch for flaring.
For God's sake, drop some of that rubbish already.
Greetings, Captain.
On the hull, multiple leeches in the grav drive.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid 5 figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on.
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape. Can have a depressing effect on some people. Make sure to get yourself help before it becomes a problem.
Sorry. What do you mean there's no work?
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
Look, I get it. But we just filled our last openings.
Take care
we have
of
a couple
ship.
contracts ending at
Could
the
end
end
up
of
costing you otherwise.
It's possible they may not extend it.
This is bullshit. I got 5 kids. We can't wait almost 2 months for a job that may not even exist today.
Hey, get it, but there's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands. You can take it up with corporate if you like. Sorry, but I have to get back to work.
Come on, forget it. Let's get out of here. Maybe it's not too late to catch a ride back.
I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent. Howdy.
Not everyone needs to come to me with their problems. What's your poison?
Another long day.
Many people think psychology is only
How's the saying go?
Deluxe condos aren't anything special.
We'll be ready in case there's ever another problem.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
On the ground in Aquila City has reported an increase in attacks by the Shaw gang. The notorious bandit gang.
Hey, friendo. Got any special goods you're willing? Hello, welcome to the Sedona. I've got a little of this, a little. But that's because I tried to... Take a look. Hey, catch you on the flip side.
SSNN on what steps, if any, are being taken to secure Aquila.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapon.
Well then, what can I do you for?
Captain, it is. Pleasant to see. Did I warm up the engines?
What's good, Captain?